for Team of the Month, this is going to be from the Korea series, March 20th to the end of April, okay? That is where this window is coming from, so everybody is aware. So let's get started.
You got a problem with it?
Yell
Pick it
at
up with
Ben.
me.
Yell at Ben.
Opening
not
day
me.
through the end of April.
Yell at
Opening
Ben.
month. Some months are longer than others. Opening month in MLB is longer than others. That's all I got. Let's go. Let's do this. First team of the month of the year. This is exciting.
I know. So let's get started behind the plate with Salvador Perez.
The ageless wonder.
Salvi.
He just keeps getting better and better and better. And he's I don't know, at this point, how do you not say he's the most underrated catcher in the game? His career has been unbelievable, and he just keeps getting better. 355, 7 homers, 26 RBIs, and an OPS over 1,000 on the month. Plus, we're just gonna keep saying a month. The month, an OPS over 1,000.
Yes.
What a great start to the season for Salvador Perez. Love the guy. Friend of the pod.
Yeah.
One of the nicest human beings. One of the best guys in baseball. How do you not love Salvi?
All right, let's move up to first base, Christian Walker.
From a guy that might be the most underrated catcher in baseball to a guy that might be one of the most underrated first basemen in the game of baseball, even though he was in the World Series last year. Christian Walker starting off hot, 7 homers in that opening month, 283, 22 RBIs, 20 walks already. This is a big year for him. He's the free agent class that we have coming up after this season is massive. It's going to be a really good class, and Christian Walker is going to be a part of that. And I think he's flirting with that territory of getting paid like an elite first baseman in the game of baseball. I'm excited to see what he ends up getting. So Christian Walker, first base.
Over at second base, your boy, Jose Altuve.
What a start to the year.
Happy
My
for him.
God. 345, 7 homers, 16 extra base hits, and again, an OPS over 1,000, 1.010. Jose Altuve just keep hitting. Just like they say in Finding Nemo. Just keep hitting. That's what Jose Altuve does. The guy rakes.
Swimming, just keeps. Okay, yeah.
That is it.
Cool.
There you go.
Okay. Third base, Alec Bohm.
Yeah, we just talked about Alec
We
Bohm
did. He was my player.
last week.
I think he was my player of the week last week.
Yeah, I mean, the stretch that he has been on.
The hit
So he
streak.
hit 366 in that first month, 4 homers, 17 extra base hits, a 1.036 OPS. My favorite stat is that Alec Bohm went 11 straight games without having 2 back-to-back at-bats while making an out. For 11 straight games, did not make 2 consecutive outs at the plate.
Oh, that's good.
So he could get out, but then he was getting a single,
on right after,
walk, homer, whatever, that next at bat.
Yeah.
For 11 games.
Adjustments. That's great.
Did not have 2 consecutive
He's a
at-bats
good
making
player.
out. That is unbelievable. A good hit streak this year. I mean, yeah, he's my third baseman.
All right. Over to shortstop. We were just talking about him. Guy of the month, man. Mookie Betts.
Yeah, Mookie, number 1 shortstop. This was, admittedly, despite these numbers I'm about to read, admittedly tough to not have some of the other guys on here. But you start looking at 368 with 6 homers and 23 RBIs and an OPS of 1.101, and you think, he's going to be the shortstop on Team of the Month. What a start to the year for Mookie, playing a new position. And I have all the respect in the world for him to be a Gold Glove outfielder, a damn good second baseman defensively, and to just say, like, oh, the team needs me to play shortstop.
Oh, sure. Wherever you want second base, you want shortstop, you want outfield, just wherever you want. Just throw me there. I'm going to do great, and I'm going to be the best in the game.
Hats off to him for doing that because he's a superstar.
I love it.
He's a former MVP. He does not have to change his position in the middle of his career.
Attitude too, I think that's incredible.
Huge shout out to him.
Yeah. You don't even think about that. Like, just like the status that he is. You could be like, eh. He's like, okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay, now we're moving to the outfield. 3 outfielders, not by position, not in any specific order. First outfielder, Jurickson Profar.
You heard that right. You all heard that right. The first of 3 outfielders on Team of the Month is Jurickson Profar. Now, for the first month plus of the year, hit 318, 4 homers, 19 RBIs, slugged 917, and he's only continued to be better, by the way, over these last, this last week, the first week of May. He's been unbelievable. But one of the best players in baseball to start the year. Offensively, he's been incredible, and the 917 OPS is just something you can't bat an eye at. So you can look at some of the names in the outfield and say, yeah, this guy's been really good. But I know it's not the biggest name. I know it's not the most exciting name in the world, but that is the point of doing this weekly and monthly, is being able to shout out guys that absolutely deserve it. And the best hitter in 2024 on the San Diego Padres, the two best hitters. Who would have thought this? 2 months ago, who would have thought this? The two best hitters for the San Diego Padres in 2024 here on March 6th are Jurickson Profar and Luis Arraez. Nobody would have seen that coming.
Seriously. Oh, man. They're a playoff team. Calling it. Called it before the season. Okay, off to our second outfielder. Your boy, Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, really good start to the year. He's been flirting with that 30-30 number for a couple times in his career, and I think he's... Man, I'm hopefully he can get it done. He's been a homer away before. He's been like a stolen base away before, and now he needs to put it all together. But so far this year, he's hitting 300. He has 7 homers early on in the year through the first month, 20 RBIs, an OPS of 967. Kyle Tucker, Houston Astros, they got a couple guys on this team of the month. Although they are not where they want to be in the standings, having Jose Altuve and Kyle Tucker on this list, they have certainly helped that offense.
All right, and the last outfielder, the New York superstar, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto, the face of the New York Yankees, if you will.
Wow, that was fast.
325. The New York Yankees are not where they are if it were not for Juan Soto
not at all.
this year.
No, he is the face
Aaron
of the
Judge
team right now.
Has been not good.
Like,
Juan Soto has
saving grace.
Put the team on his back in the first month of being a New York Yankee. 325, 8 homers, 25 RBIs, and an OPS over 1,000, 1.019 on the month to start the year. So that makes the outfield Jurickson Profar, Kyle Tucker, and Juan Soto. Did want a quick little shout out to Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Trout is sitting at 10 homers. Was tied for the league lead in homers. But I, really was thinking he got hurt at the end of the month, was hitting 220, so that OPS is up there.
Yeah.
I really thought about having him on team of the month, but I couldn't put Mike Trout over a guy like Jurickson Profar to start the year. I couldn't.
Yeah. All right, let's move to our designated hitter, Shohei Otani.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course it's Shohei. And it was close. If I'm being honest, there's an argument for Marcell Ozuna. There's an argument for Shohei Otani. But if you're new to this show, you know who wins that argument. His name's Shohei Otani, and he hit 336.
I'm glad you're being honest.
7 homers, 19 RBIs, 14 doubles, a 1.017 OPS. But seriously, when I talk about that, if Marcell Ozuna deserved to be on Team of the Month, I would have put him. And he was fantastic, and he's been one of the best hitters in baseball to start the year. But so has Shohei, and what he's been doing, and those 14 doubles, and an OPS again over 1,000. And I know this is through April 30th, but to start May, he's been in fuego. He's homered and back. He homered on Sunday. He homered on Saturday. I mean, he's been heating up since that slow couple of games to start the year. So shout out Shohei, first team of the month of 2024, and Shohei Otani is, of course, the DH.
We love to see it. Let's get to the starting pitcher, who might be the best free agent signing we have seen so far, Shota Imanaga. I'm so happy for him.
I love this guy. I have really gotten to... Okay, we'll start with the number. He's 4-0, 27 and 2/3 innings pitched, a 0.98 ERA, 28 strikeouts in those 27 and 2/3 innings, only 3 walks to 28 strikeouts. And 181 OBA on-base average against him. So really good. Really, really good. I've also gotten to watch a lot of his interviews and just gotten to know him as a person. Not personally, just like you pick up on things. And he's hysterical.
That's great.
Love this guy. He did an interview the other day. He came off the mound, huge game, pitched really well, and people were asking him, like, what's been... reporters said, like, what's been either your favorite thing about America or your most the toughest? Oh, this is what it was.
Okay.
It was a baseball question. He comes off the mound and it's like, you've been really good. What's been the toughest thing for you to adapt to over in the U.S.?
Yeah.
And he said the fact that you can turn right on red at stoplights. And I was like,
that's tough.
I like this guy.
No one thinks about that. Like driving in another country is terrifying.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Love this guy. And then
great.
he was asked just other questions. When he was pitched in New York, he was like, oh, I recognize this from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just great.
It's so
Everything he
cute.
says comes off either like hysterical or like, I love the guy.
Just really
Shota
pure.
Imanaga. What a great start to his career with the Cubbies, and what a great start for him and the U.S. and Major League Baseball as a whole. And I'm happy to put him as my starting pitcher.
Same. Okay, wrapping up. Team of the month with Mason Miller, relief pitcher.
The most dominant pitcher in baseball is Mason Miller. 13 and a third innings pitched, 8 saves for the Oakland A's, by the way.
Dude.
8 saves for him? Who would have thought the A's would even have 8 wins at this point in the year?
Who would have thought they would be above the Astros?
Alex loves that little nugget. Absolutely loves it. Hold on to it while you can, because by the time we reach June, you will not be able to say that anymore. So keep on saying it while you can.
They're 5 games behind him.
28 strikeouts in 13 and a third innings pitched. 28. Only 2 earned runs, 7 hits given up on the year, only 4 walks to 28 strikeouts. Just dominance. That is pure dominance. So let's go around the team. That is at catcher, Salvador Perez, Christian Walker at first, Jose Altuve at second, Alec Boehm at third, Mookie Betts at short. In the outfield, Jurickson Profar, Kyle Tucker, Juan Soto at DH, Shohei Otani on the mound, starting pitcher, Shota Imanaga, and my closer, again, the most dominant pitcher in Major League Baseball, throws 104 miles an hour, Mason Miller.
Now, there's a lot of players on here that had one heck of a start to the season, but who is your player of the month?
It has to be Mookie. It has to be Mookie Betts for the start to the year he's had. 368, 6 homers, an OPS of 1.101 on the season. Again, this is all encompassing for me with Mookie. These numbers are great, but all of these guys have great numbers, including other shortstops that if it weren't for Mookie, or if it weren't for the position they're in, would be all over this team of the month, including Ellie, a guy like Ellie that's putting up great numbers, and Gunnar Henderson's of the world, and Trey Turner's. It's been unbelievable, but none better than Mookie. But when I say it's all encompassing, to me, I don't want people to gloss over the fact that we're talking Major League Baseball. This is the fastest the sport is played at a level that you can't comprehend. Major League Baseball, everything speeds up. You have Mookie Betts going from right field to second base to shortstop, the premier position on the baseball field, shortstop. And is he going to win a Gold Glove this year at shortstop? No. But the fact that he is out there doing it and putting more and more and more work into his craft and becoming a decent fielding shortstop while putting up the numbers offensively that he has speaks volumes to the player he is, to the work ethic he has, and I've been pumped to watch the start of the year. I went to, the first Dodgers game I went to, that opening night, the night game, hit a homer, and it's like he's one of those guys right now. They have a couple in the lineup. He's one of those guys that you feel like it's an honor to go to the stadium and watch him play, to be honest. And that sounds like corny and cliche, but like you show up and you're like, and Mookie's hitting a homer in his first at bat. It's like that. This is all-time stuff. This is really cool to see him doing that. So Mookie Betts is my player of the month. Thanks for watching. If you like catching up on the latest news around Major League Baseball, weekly interviews with Atlanta Braves legend John Smoltz and your favorite MLB players, make sure you hit that subscribe button.